Hey everyone, I'm Sison, and today I'm taking a look at Sony's new flagship flash, the HVL-F60M. Now this replaces the HVL-F58M and adds several new features that both photographers and videographers would find very useful. In this review, I'm going to be taking you through its build, handling, features, performance, and of course my personal thoughts on it. First of all, this flash has an all-plastic body that is similar in size to the HVL-F58M, but adds weather sealings to protect itself from the elements, which is evident on the rubber seals on the battery compartment. You may have noticed that this flash is the first of its kind in the Sony lineup to accept a standard hot shoe. This is what Sony calls a multi-interface shoe, and can be used with a few select NEX, Cybershot, Handycams, and of course the Alpha models. If you have an older Alpha camera such as an A350 or an A77 with the Minolta hot shoe, you will be able to use this flash still with the supplied adapter. Simply slide this adapter on the Minolta hot shoe and then mount the flash. It's still very stable, and as long as it's locked onto the camera, it won't fall off. You still get full control and TTL of this flash with this adapter. There are two ports on the right hand side of this flash. The first is to connect the external battery pack, and the other is to use for off-camera flash. In addition to that, you have a built-in wide panel for shots that are wider than 24mm, a bound sheet to aid in directing the light, and a supply diffuser. Using this flash obviously adds a bit of weight to the camera, and though it is a bit large, it still feels well balanced when shooting in portrait, thanks to its quick shift bounce. It can also be tilted downwards and back to 180 degrees. The menu system is a bit complicated at first, but once you take the time to get acquainted with it, navigating through the menu will be a breeze. I've also made a tutorial on the flash's menu system, and you can view that video by clicking the link right here or right here in the description below. Also, you have a test button to test your flashes, and if you're shooting in the dark and need to change your settings, you can turn on the light. One of the newest features to be added to this flash is a video light, which videographers would find very useful. All you have to do is lift the head up and press the light button. You can adjust the brightness of the light by 15 levels by rotating the wheel or pressing up or down, which is very handy for different lighting conditions. There is also a diffuser built in for the light, as well as a color conversion filter, which clips onto the front. Another feature that I briefly touched on is quick shift bounce. This allows the photographer to rotate the flash unit for portrait shots, which is a great feature to have, as it not only balances the camera, but also gives an even distribution of light, as if you were shooting in landscape. Like other Sony flashes, except the HVL-F20AM, you have the ability to shoot off camera. This can be done with any Sony camera that has a pop-up flash, as it acts as a trigger. There are, however, a few select models such as the A99 that requires another external flash to be mounted on the camera and act as the trigger, as an A99 doesn't have a pop-up flash. It works flawlessly if there is line of sight, but may tend to struggle during bright sunny days. Along with wireless shooting, there is also a feature called wireless ratio control, which allows you to control a group of flashes via the unit itself, which can be handy if you're using multiple flashes. In addition to wireless flash, you can shoot in TTL, otherwise known as through the lens. You can also shoot manually, in high-speed sync, or multiple flash, which I'll explain in further detail if you click the link on the screen or in the description below. Recycle time is relatively quick, taking about a second to charge at full power. I was able to get about 350 to 400 shots on a fresh set of batteries, and in using the video light, I was able to get about 40 minutes at full power. But bear in mind that the length of time and the amount of shots you get will be different depending on the intensity of your flash and the intensity of your video light. In the time I've been using this flash, I haven't experienced any overheating. But if you do, there will be a thermometer icon that appears on the LCD, and you won't be able to use the flash until it cools down. It's suggested that you turn the flash off for about 10 minutes. The HVL-F60M is an impressive flash unit with a wealth of improved features and functions to care for both stills and videos. Like its little sibling, the HVL-F43AM, it introduces weather sealings to protect it from any dust and moisture. Most strobists would be happy with this unit, and some would have hoped for a better wireless solution, such as radio triggers, instead of having to rely on an infrared system, which isn't perfect. Let's just hope that Sony brings out something to cater for this specific group. If you require a higher flash output, then I'd definitely recommend this flash, with the benefit of a video light and a more sophisticated control system. Otherwise, you may be better served with the HVL-F60M, which pretty much offers nearly all of the same features as this flash, but in a cheaper, smaller and lighter unit. And you can view that video by clicking the link right here or clicking in the description right down below. If you have any questions of this flash, please feel free to leave a comment below, and if you already own one, let me know what you think of it, and like and subscribe to my channel for more Sony Alpha product reviews and tutorials. You can also check out my Facebook page by clicking the link below. Happy shooting, and thanks for watching.